Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest.
Buy the dip, they said. Buy the dip. But what do you do when the dip keeps on dipping? We all knew that Trump made away with a hefty amount of money from his Trump coin, but how much exactly, we had no idea. And the Financial Times released an article that I'm going to read for you today. But before I do that and talk about Elon Musk's X and claims to Ukraine's IPS addresses attacking X, let's jump into the crypto market and have a look at the prices, because the market cap is looking pretty thin, pretty meager right now. $2.6 trillion in market cap and $168 billion in trading volume. Like I said, the dip keeps on dipping. Bitcoin dropped below 80,000. Holy macaruno. Just like I predicted. I predicted this months ago. I said it's going to go to 74K. It's at 79K right now. Ethereum below $2,000. Market is crashing all the way through. Solana $119, Cardano at 68 cents. Again, the pump that just took place recently on the back of the whole ADA being included in the strategic Bitcoin reserve that went out the window. We've got Litecoin at $88 back on sale. Holy cow. Don't you wish you had been selling everything when Bitcoin hit like $108,000, sold everything and waited for now? Polkadot back at $3.95. I mean, we're back at like when did we have sales like that? Holy cow, $79. Let's look at $79,000. Let's look at the chart. So on the charts, I drew up a fib retracement here on Bitcoin, and it looks like there is before hitting 76, we still have 76.9 or $76,900 support right here. But basically, we are creeping up on the $73,000 support level here after the recovery that took place in October of last year. We've basically had pumpage since last year, since November last year. Bitcoin's been pumping. We had a top right here, 108, and another top at 189, and it almost 109,000, and it almost feels like, could this be it? This can't be it. I mean, but it does look like a double top. We did have a double top in 2021, and this almost feels like it could be another one. By God, I hope it isn't, but who knows? So the Trump coin, Financial Times released an article basically detailing the possible income that Trump has gathered from his sell-off of the Trump coin. How did that progress? So I'm going to read the whole thing because there's quite a bit of information to unpack. But at least one group of crypto enthusiasts have done rather well out of Donald Trump's presidency, the Trump themselves. On Friday, we reported that the entities behind the official Trump meme coin had made a tidy sum in the first 3 weeks. Donald Trump's crypto project made at least $350 million from the launch of his meme coin, a windfall that is likely to fuel concerns over conflicts of interest arising from the token. Most of the money involved is still parked in a liquidity pool. It is still supporting the price of the coin, which is currently trading at about $11. But it is theirs. It makes sense for the Trumps to support the price. The stock of 831 million Trump coins still held by Trump-linked accounts currently has a notional value of about $9.3 billion. And just to make it clear, this is not a coin, it's a token. All of that for tokens that do nothing. According to the official website, they exist as an expression of support for the engagement with the ideals and beliefs embodied by the symbol Trump and the associated artwork. But the terms and conditions tell us that they are not political and has nothing to do with any political campaign or any political office. Our bit of math about how much they made was related to 158 million tokens distributed through liquidity pools, a feature on the Solana blockchain which made up more than 90% of the tokens sold so far. They sent about 14.7 million Trump coins to 10 different cryptocurrency exchanges, including Binance, Bybit, and Coinbase. We don't know the terms on which these little wedges were sent out, and despite their small number, they could really matter. The reason why is that the initial distribution of Trump coins saw them sell off extremely rapidly. The meme coiners had to make 4 big top-ups in the first 2 hours to meet demand for the coins in the main liquidity pool. Prices were not just buoyant through the process, but this meant that the overwhelming majority of the coins were sold by the scheme organizers when the prices were, compared with what came next, pretty low. The first 100 million tokens of the 158 million were sold for 49 cents per token. A second Trump account, which joined the fray later, earned $5.10 per token, and a third, which followed on later, still earned $24.20 a piece. So that's a huge, massive pump. We were going basically like, imagine getting in on a sale at 40 cents, and then the tokens that you bought at 47 cents are now, just a few hours later, are worth $24. That's huge. The additional 14.7 million tokens were sent to exchanges from 9:41 a.m. on January 18th, a point after which the lowest price was $11.23. We do not know about the terms on which they were transferred, nor when or how prices were fixed. These transfers might have been deliveries of tokens agreed much earlier at lower prices. But 14.7 million tokens at that price would be another $165 million. The amount could possibly be even more. 4.5 million of the tokens were transferred to a Binance account when the price was above $60 per token. When he was asked about Trump by reporters, Trump said, "I don't know much about it other than I launched it, other than it was very successful." It's hard to disagree. But so basically, this is the reason why you don't get into meme coins. This is a perfect example. And like, this is at a presidential level. And the exact same thing happened to the Argentinian president, Milei, with the Libra coin. Some people believe that Trump should be sitting in prison for this alone. But I guess that's not happening. And Elon Musk apparently says that X is under massive cyber attack, possibly linked to a state-sponsored operation. And there seems to be some discrepancy in the narrative. Musk says that Ukrainian IP addresses are linked to the cyber attack that took X offline today. And there are other reports that are saying Russian hackers group Dark Storm team claims responsibility for the cyber attack on X. And amongst all that, Peter Schiff is just dancing. Again, he's butt naked, dancing in his living room. I mean, I don't know, how is this guy such a big name? He's so basic. Some of the comments that he posts on X make him appear like he's gloating like a little child. It's so ridiculous. He's just overjoyed with the fact that he was right. Like, without trying to say, "I told you so," he's just posting all these, memes. I mean, it's not unlike what Musk does, I presume, but not all is doom and gloom. There are articles on News BTC. Bitcoin won't stop at 150 this year, research firm chief says. So let's see what this guy has to say, because I think we're all tired of seeing Bitcoin at below $80,000, and we're all looking forward to that $150 and above, hopefully. Fingers crossed. A well-known market analyst believes Bitcoin is on track to reach new highs this year. Tom Lee, the co-founder of Fundstrat Global Advisors, expects the cryptocurrency to do better than $150,000 by the end of 2025. He bases that on the growing participation of significant financial actors as being one of the main causes of his confidence. Companies like Citadel Securities have entered the crypto space to give Bitcoin more legitimacy. The Alpha Coins use case gets stronger for future expansions and as more conventional institutions interact with digital assets. Other financial behemoths also show great optimism for Bitcoin. Both Bitwise and Standard Chartered project Bitcoin to reach 200,000 in 2025. There's also the government influence on Bitcoin's future. Regulatory decisions could also play a role in Bitcoin's performance this year. United States President Donald Trump recently declared his intention to establish a strategic cryptocurrency reserve. This action suggests that the government is becoming more interested in digital assets, which could affect market sentiment and raise prices. So hopefully that's going to happen sometime soon, preferably. And of course, there are other articles that say, like Benzinga, will Bitcoin test $69,000? Watch this date for the end of the window of weakness. $69,000 would mean that Bitcoin would have to drop all the way down to well below the unclaimed territory. Basically, they're looking at like at this bottom, and I don't think that's going to no, that's not it. Where's $69,000? $69,000 would be around, where is it? Around here. So I think they're looking at like this, at this candle right here. So I don't think that's where we're going, because we had this peak here and then a retracement, and that was recovered. So I don't think that this, we're going to see 69. This zone has been recovered. So I think the lowest that we could go would be $73,000, $74,000, $73,000. 69 I think would be pushing it, although 69 is not that far away from 73, 79, so who knows. And Michael Saylor doubles down during market crash, announces $21 billion stock sale to buy more Bitcoin. Holy macro, this guy doesn't stop. So basically Michael Saylor continues to buy more Bitcoin. Ethereum price bottom, $1.8 billion Ethereum outflow sparks market speculation. Ethereum price saw its largest weekly exchange outflow since December 2022, with 1.8 billion in withdrawals, which is massive. Despite ongoing bearish sentiment, the movement suggests accumulation among investors. However, technical indicators reveal a critical resistance level at that Ethereum must reclaim to confirm a price bottom. Ethereum exchange outflows hits 27-month high, which is a good thing. However, whale liquidation risk adds to market uncertainty. Look on-chain data flagged a whale that supplied 65,000 ETH as collateral. A 6.38% decline of ETH to 1,931 will trigger the liquidation of the whale's position, leading to faster market sell-offs. And I believe that may have already happened, because Ethereum is at $1,800 right now. Adding to the bearish outlook, institutional interest in ETH appears to be waning. Spot Ethereum ETFs recorded $120 million in outflows last week, reflecting a decline in investor confidence. Ethereum must break above $2,460 resistance level to regain bullish momentum, which is still a long way to go, because right now, let's have a quick look at Ethereum. Ethereum is in a downward moving spiral. It's very painful to watch. Basically, all the gains that we saw over the past year since January have been wiped out. And we're right now at November 2023 lows. Over the past year and over 2024, all the gains that were made over 2024 have been wiped out. Right now, we're back down to the lows of 2023, essentially. And the problem is that Ethereum hasn't even hit its all-time high yet. This is why I think it's safe to say that we haven't really reached a proper bull run just yet. Ethereum needs to rip above this, but we did break well below the upward moving wedge here, the parallel channel, and Ethereum is like right at the bottom, just well, actually it's well below it. So we haven't even reached the top of the parallel channel on Ethereum. And another major announcement, I think, or major piece of news is this is the latest US state to drop plans for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. States across the country have recently scrapped or postponed strategic Bitcoin reserve bills. Man, this is 4 hours ago. On Friday, lawmakers in Utah, the Beehive state, passed the new blockchain and cryptocurrency regulations, removing references to a strategic Bitcoin reserve that would have allowed the state to allocate up to 5% of funds to cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Previously, Utah was a frontrunner to establish a state strategic Bitcoin reserve, singled out by pro-Bitcoin lobbying group the Satoshi Action Fund for its work advancing legislation on the topic. It's beginning to feel like, you know, the whole pro-crypto and Bitcoin strategic reserve, this was all a gimmick for the presidential elections, just to find favor or whatever the heck. And right now everyone's backing out. We firmly believe that Utah will be the very first state to introduce this legislation. Dennis Porper, CEO of Satoshi Action Fund, told media earlier this year, we've been working overtime to make sure that these bills actually make it across to the finish line. He later added, no one else has a faster calendar than Utah, and no one else has more political momentum and willpower to get it done. But apparently not enough. However, that claim now seems untrue, as UTA amended its bill on Friday to remove any reference to the state-led strategic Bitcoin reserve. And so that's where we are. And to close off this madness is these two clowns. So this is Coin Bureau and this is Cohen. Look at these. The thumbnails must be written from the same source, man. Either they have the same thumbnail designer or they're reading from the same script to share the news with the wider audience. I mean, come on. Watching these big YouTubers is like watching the same bloody channel over and over. It's almost like watching the mainstream media that have the same overlapping news comments and report on the exact same things all across the board. Very disappointing. But so this is what the state of affairs is at the moment, man. Things are not looking good. So my suggestion for you is to pick up a Descent wallet, get one of those. You can get one right now with a $30 discount on the CryptoFather channel. Pick one up, pick up two for a $99 discount, and store your crypto on that to avoid any hacks. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. Also remember to smash up the likes on this video, subscribe to the channel, come back tomorrow for another video. I will see you then. I'm going to show you the progress of my mining app and hopefully maybe persuade you to jump on it and start using it as well. That's coming up tomorrow. Have a good, fantastic Tuesday. I will see you on Hump Day tomorrow, Wednesday. Peace.